I have a question for you if you're an older man who engages in masturbation. Have you ever questioned whether life is really healthy past the ages of 50 or 60? Or have you privately been concerned that you might be doing invisible harm? If so, you're not alone at all. Confusion, antiquated myths, and a glaring lack of trustworthy, understandable information surround this subject. Please let me know where you're coming from today before we begin. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. To ensure you never miss out on the greatest health advice from Senior Vitaliti, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications. And I want to know whether you're with me if you're now watching. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. For males in their adult years, this is one of the most prevalent yet often unsaid worries. And it's simple to understand why there is so much ambiguity after examining the data that is currently accessible. According to studies, most men over 60 still engage in self-pleasure, but many do so covertly because they are unaware of the true consequences on their hormones, prostate, or even their ability to function in a romantic relationship. For this reason, we will have an open discussion based on science today. After going over 10 unexpected advantages of masturbating as an adult, I'll go over 10 possible risks you should be mindful of to make sure your habit is safe. Let's begin with the positive update. It first keeps the penis healthy. The corpora cavernosa, the spongy tissues of the penis, receive more blood flow when an erection is achieved. Consider it a type of physical therapy. As you age, maintaining tissue elasticity is essential for getting and keeping firm erections. This frequent activity helps maintain tissue elasticity. It also supports prostate health. This one is significant. Numerous extensive investigations, including a seminal one from Harvard University, have connected a much decreased risk of prostate cancer with higher ejaculation frequency. Regular ejaculation is thought to aid in the removal of potentially hazardous materials and fluids from the prostate ducts. Thirdly, it makes the pelvic floor stronger. Important pelvic floor muscles, such as the puboxygous muscle, are activated by the rhythmic contractions that take place during an orgasm. Erectile function, ejaculatory control, and avoiding urine incontinence, a typical problem for older men, all depend on a robust pelvic floor. Fourth, it lowers cortisol, a hormone linked to stress. This is a fantastic naturally occurring advantage in our high-stress society. Studies have indicated that experiencing an orgasm results in a notable decrease in cortisol levels. Reduced cortisol is a natural aid for mental and cardiovascular health since it lowers anxiety and helps control blood pressure. Fifth, a variety of positive neurochemicals are released. The incentive and pleasure chemical dopamine and the bonding hormone oxytocin are released in large quantities into the brain during an orgasm. This all-natural mood enhancer fosters emotional connection and a sense of well-being, both of which are critical for mental health. Sixth, it helps people identify bodily problems on their own. You become intimately aware with your own anatomy via the practice of self-pleasure. One of the best methods for men to find early indicators of diseases like penile fibrosis, testicular cancer, or other abnormalities that could otherwise go undetected is by routine self-examination. Seventh, it enhances the quality of sleep. A strong sedative effect is produced following an orgasm by the release of hormones such as prolactin and oxytocin, along with a decrease in cortisol. This promotes deep relaxation, which facilitates falling into a deep, restorative sleep, something that frequently gets harder as people age. Eighth, it improves blood circulation throughout the pelvis. Masturbation enhances blood flow across the entire pelvic area, not just the penis. By avoiding problems with stagnation and poor circulation, this is advantageous for the health of the prostate, bladder, and surrounding muscles. Ninth, it can be used as an ejaculatory control training strategy. Masturbation offers a secure, private setting for men who suffer from early ejaculation to try methods such as the stop-start approach. This can help you gain more control over your body and better interpret its cues, which can lead to partnered sex. 10th, it maintains your neurological networks and sexual drive. The largest sex organ is the brain. You can maintain the activation of the brain circuits linked to desire and arousal by consistently participating in sexual imagination and physical stimulation. This keeps your sexual reactivity and libido in check, even if you don't have a regular partner. However, we must only concentrate on the positives in order to have a full view. Consciousness is the hallmark of a healthy practice. Let's now discuss the 10 possible hazards or adverse consequences that you should be aware of. Social isolation is the first danger. This becomes an issue when self-gratification takes the place of genuine human connection and ceases to be a component of a healthy sexual life. Here, awareness is the answer. Make sure this practice enhances your life rather than enables you to distance yourself from it. The danger of cutaneous microlesions comes in second. This usually occurs when someone masturbates too forcefully or without using enough lubricant. These microscopic tears have the potential to irritate, inflame, and potentially serve as an entry point for infections. It's easy to fix. Use a high-quality water-based lubrication and always be gentle. Desensitization comes in third. Your brain can be conditioned to only respond to that particular touch if you repeatedly excite yourself in the same manner with the same pressure and rhythm. Arousal or an orgasm with a partner may be challenging as a result. The secret is to change up your rhythm, attention, and technique. Fourth, it may conceal erectile dysfunction's root reasons. It could be tempting to overlook the problem if you are only able to get an erection when masturbating and not with a partner. But this can conceal major underlying health issues like diabetes, heart disease, or hormone abnormalities. It is imperative that you consult a physician if you observe this pattern. Speaking of underlying reasons, I must take a moment to discuss this since it is really significant. Although this video provides the what, I would like to recommend a resource that provides a potent natural remedy and discusses the why. I think that any man who is worried about his sexual health should see this video presentation. In order to address what current science indicates is the true underlying cause of many of these male performance issues, a strangely straightforward 7-second home treatment was developed. This has nothing to do with hiding symptoms. The goal is to restore your youthful firmness and stamina using only natural methods. You should definitely watch it. Now, open the video by pointing your phone's camera at the QR code displayed on your screen. In the pinned comment behind this video, I've included a direct link to it as well. So you may watch it as soon as we're done here. Go ahead and open that link in a new browser. Now that you have that resource at your disposal, it is imperative that we discuss the other hazards that you should be mindful of. Nerve compression from bad posture is the fifth risk. Many men lean over or sit in hard chairs when masturbating, which can compress the pelvic pudendal nerve. This may eventually result in pelvic pain or genital numbness. Practice should ideally be done in a comfortable, relaxed position, such as lying down with the right support. Sixth, it may develop into an unhealthy way to cope with emotions. If your primary coping mechanism for stress, boredom, or frustration is masturbation, you may develop a behavioral dependency. It's important to have a variety of tools for managing your emotions, such as physical activity, meditation, and social interaction. The seventh is the sense of shame and remorse. Strong cultural or religious taboos around self-gratification were ingrained in the minds of many males. To help reframe this natural behavior in a healthier way, it might be quite helpful to go to a sex-positive therapist or counselor if these sentiments continue to bother you. Pelvic congestion is number 8. Excessively frequent ejaculation several times a day for an extended length of time can occasionally cause a sensation of heaviness or pain in the testicles and pelvic area, even if infrequent ejaculation is a risk factor for prostate problems. Moderation is the answer. Pay attention to your body's cues. The ninth is a possible effect on the quality of semen. Only when you and your partner are actively attempting to conceive is this a cause for concern. Ejaculating every day can momentarily lower sperm concentration, but it has no negative effects on long-term fertility. Studies indicate that an abstinence period of 2 to 5 days is ideal for quality. 10th, a detachment from reality, frequently associated with pornography. Masturbation can distort your expectations and make it hard to connect with a real-life partner if it starts to largely rely on excessive or unrealistic pornography. The secret is striking a balance between any visual aids and your own creativity and recollections of successful real-world events. As you can see, masturbating after the age of 60 is neither good nor negative. It's a tool. Additionally, the impact of any tool depends on how it is used. Consciousness is always the key component. It may be a wonderful and potent ally for your health and energy if you practice it mindfully with respect for your body and in moderation. I hope this discussion was beneficial. Sincerely, I'd want to hear your thoughts. What surprised you the most about today? Comment in the space provided below. Together, let's carry on this crucial conversation. For more direct, thoroughly studied advice about adult health, please like and subscribe to this video if you found it useful. To ensure you don't miss our upcoming talk, remember to press the notification bell. I'll see you in the future video, and stay well.